Welcome back to Southern TV. It is a awesome day. Number one, because we have hurricane whatever coming in off the coast of North Carolina, but it is getting ready to be the opening day of archery season in South Carolina. So we're going to be headed down to my dad's deer camp. We're going to go down there, scout some stuff out. We haven't been down there any this year. I personally haven't been down there any, especially since I went down there and shot that hog back earlier in the year. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out because it's pretty cool. Shot a big boar hog with thermal image and stuff, spot and stock, just cool stuff. So we are in the process of loading everything up now. Dad's got the cooler coming out of the house. Gonna load the four-wheeler up, the Honda Rancher. I've got everything ready to go. Gotta get the Hoyt out of the back of the COYOTE, and then we're gonna be on the road, baby. We are here in South Carolina. You can tell the wind is blowing a pretty good bit. Hopefully these deer are still gonna move. This pressure system and just this front coming in, hopefully tomorrow morning they're gonna wake up and realize that there is a big storm a-coming. Hopefully they're gonna get on their feet and move. Right now the weatherman's saying the rain is gonna hit here at around 11 or 12 o'clock, so that's gonna be knocking on the door of us. However, this hurricane is moving very slow, so hopefully we have enough time, get a early morning hunt in, come back, hang out for a little while, and then figure out if we're gonna be able to get an afternoon hunt in if it's moving really slow, or we'll have to pack our stuff up and head to the house. But we're here at camp now. We got to get everything unloaded. We still got a little daylight left, so as of right now, guys, I'll see you in the morning. Let's see if we can whack one. It's hopefully gonna be a big buck, so let's see what happens.
Today, and then as we head into tomorrow, it will be worse for those folks up in the higher elevations. We'll have a complete forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
It is a beautiful day. Well, I'll say it's a beautiful day. It's mainly beautiful because we are not at work and it's the weekend, and we're in South Carolina for opening day of archery season. Now, it could be a little bit better. We have Hurricane Florence that is literally knocking on our door. The hurricane is supposed to be here at 10 o'clock. That's when the rain is going to start. So for those of you that haven't been watching the news around here, that's when that first little outer band is going to be hitting us. So hopefully we can get it done early. The wind's been blowing all day yesterday, all night. So what I'm hoping is that through the nighttime, these deer, their senses were just messed up and they didn't really move a whole lot. So that's what I've got to cross my fingers for and hope. And if that is the case, hopefully first thing this morning, these deer are going to be up on their feet, move into those first food sources that are near their bedding area, and they'll probably be looking to make a transition into possibly a different bedding area with the winds coming out of a different direction because of the storm. So hopefully I'm going to be set up in a good spot. I'm going to be set up where I've killed two really nice deer at before. It's a good area. There's deer that travel through there all the time. It's just a matter of being at the right place at the right time. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the lone trudge, get set up. Got all my equipment ready to go. Hopefully we're gonna sling an arrow at a nice South Carolina buck this morning, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Well, I'll give you guys a little bit of an update. Seen a doe. She came in over my right shoulder behind me. And this is just to give you an idea how close she was. I could hear her walking in 30-mile-an-hour winds with hardly no leaves on the ground. And I could hear her walking, so by the time I seen her, there's nothing I could do. I mean, she just came in. She just came in a spot where, I mean, even if she would have walked through, I probably wouldn't have had a shot because I've got a cedar tree right here behind me that I left up for cover. Just one of them things. If they come from a direction you're not ready for it, there's nothing really you can do about it. But the good news is they're moving. Now, she was nervous as a dang cat, but she was headed down towards their bedding area, which is the bedding area that I figured these deer would be heading towards. Now, that's the first deer, and it's 15 after 8 right now, so these deer are moving right on time of when they're supposed to. We just need something with some horns to come by. Running out of time, weatherman, it's 15 after 8. Weatherman says that the rain is going to be here at 11, so I don't really know how much time left I've got. But Hurricane Florence hasn't killed us yet. And to be honest, we actually seen a deer, which is, right there's another deer. I think it might be that doe. Dang, she's straight downwind, whatever it is. Straight downwind. Whoa. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but my dang tree is blowing all over the place. Let me get this camera turned around so that maybe you guys can see this deer. I hadn't seen the head of the deer yet, but the last time that I seen them, I seen two little flickers, two little flickers of a tail going down through the woods. Man, it looks like the sun's trying to come out. I tell you, with this wind blowing as hard as it is, it just makes it crazy. It just looks wild out here. Like one minute it'll be pitch dark, and the next minute, like right now, it looks like the dang sun's trying to come out. Those deer that come that direction, there's not a whole lot I can do about that. I mean, it's just one of them things where I'm sacrificing that right side because very few deer travel that. They travel it sometimes, but it's few and far between that they will. And if they travel that, I mean, you just gotta tip your hat to them. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna come from my left, going that direction. Which, I mean, those deer came from my left. They just crossed up behind me in a lot thicker stuff. It's really thick back in there, and that's where they crossed at. But a lot of times with the leaves still on the trees, these deer will cross down here where it's a little more open, and they're all going to the same place and down into that bedding area down in the bottom. I just gotta hope that there's a couple more on the way. Maybe gonna come down the hill a little ways. At least they're on their feet and moving. Well, a lot better morning than honestly what I was expecting. I've seen those 2 deer. I initially thought it was 3, but thinking back on it, the doe that was with that spike is definitely that doe that was behind me. She just went on around, and then I think she went deep and then kind of cut back. And when she was cutting back is when I seen her. Yeah, 15-20 more minutes. If you don't hear from me, I'll see you back at deer camp, guys. So I know I told you guys I would see you back at deer camp, and I apologize, I lied to you. Actually, when I was on the way back to camp, the bottom fell out, and I actually had to put my camera up and really
truly kind of take off running to get back to camp. So got back to camp, got everything squared away, come back home to North Carolina, kind of rode the storm out, or what we thought was riding the storm out. The storm actually held up and is crawling through my hometown here in Rutherford County. So I'm back home in North Carolina now, and this is currently, well, it's the next day. So yesterday was Saturday, today is Sunday. It's the 16th right now. The last time you guys seen me was the 15th, day before. The hurricane is on top of us. It's currently partially over Charlotte, partially over Shelby and our area a little bit. So the weatherman is saying that it's supposed to cut up and go north. So I think it's gonna miss us, not really miss us, but the worst part of it with the high winds is gonna miss it. You can tell if you look behind me, there's not a lot of trees blowing around and stuff. It's just a lot of rain. With the rain though, these deer still have to feed, they still have to get up, and they still gotta move. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna hunt this afternoon. I'm going to take a ground blind and I'm gonna go down into this bottom, which is really, really close to a bedding area, with the cover of the wind, or not the, well, a little bit of wind, with the cover of the little bit of wind and rainfall that I got. I'm gonna put this ground blind up and I'm gonna sit there in the dry and just see what I see, guys. Worst case scenario, I'm hunting and I'm sitting out enjoying the nature and I'm not gonna get blown away. I don't think I'm gonna be off down in the bottom, and with the direction of the wind, it's gonna be coming over the top of a ridge, I believe, and it's not gonna blow me away too bad. I don't know about you, but I think shooting a deer during a hurricane would be kind of freaking cool. So get things squared away, get set up, guys. I'm sorry if the audio is not the best, but with it raining, I don't want to take a chance of my $300 wireless mics getting messed up. Let's see if I can get lucky. Alright, so I think I got everything situated. It's really, really muggy on the inside of this blind, but that's kind of a given with it raining and it just being warm out. But I actually got this thing set up and didn't really have to do a whole lot of cutting to it. It's 15 after 5. We're in here, we're hunting. I'm hopeful. We'll see what happens, guys. We got a guy on a four-wheeler on the neighbor's property riding. God almighty. I don't know what he's doing, dude. It's 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, right there, what little bit of the season has already came and gone. That right there sums up about how it's been a-going. 5 minutes after 7, this dude is riding a four-wheeler. It's not on his property, it's not on my property. It's a creek, it's the borderline that is the property line. And literally, if you look on the GIS maps of our property, the creek is the borderline. So it's technically half his, half ours. So I can't really say anything if he's not on my property. I mean, full bore on it. Now, he has his dog with him. His dog actually came over onto my property, but I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. I mean, he's just out riding with his dog, and his dog's gonna wander a little ways. It's just one of them things, guys, when you hunting small properties. We've got about 20 acres here, 25. And
and it's just not nothing you can do about it. That is it for today's episode. I cannot thank you enough for watching Southern Extreme TV. The fact that I actually got to go to South Carolina, I actually got to set up, see 2 deer, got to come down here and put up a ground blind. What's good is now I have this ground blind already in place. I can come back down here and hunt it again if the wind is bad, or if we've got some rain. So thank you again for watching Southern Extreme TV. It means the world to me. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right here in this top left corner. That way you can stay up to date on everything that I'm doing, and I will be sure to bring you guys along on my next adventure. Thanks for watching.